Hi there. Thought I would do a quick review of this great little charger. I've been using it for a couple of years now and I really like it. It's quite a dedicated charger because it only does nickel metal hydride, and these are my AA cells that I use in my radio control transmitter. I have two sets, keep a spare set with me, and it gets quite a lot of use, so I'm constantly using the charger. Now the charger, it's made by Sky RC in China, and it's their NC150. I'll zoom in on this in a minute and we'll have a closer look at its functionality. It does come just as a standalone charger with a USB cable. Now I've got a different USB cable I use. It's a little bit longer, a little bit better quality, it's more flexible. And what you need as a power source, because you need to provide a power source, is something that produces 5 volts and 2.1 amps. That's what it says on the box, and that is exactly the same voltage as I get from my spare iPad Air tablet. So it's just an iPad charger, but the phone chargers don't produce enough ampage, but the iPad chargers do. I'm not sure about the MacBooks and things like that, but this is what I use and it works fine. The charger itself, it does charging, discharging, and it will refresh, so it's really good. And as I think I've said this, I'm not sure, but it'll only do AA's and AAA batteries, nickel metal hydride. So it is quite dedicated, but it suits me down to the ground for what I want in charging my transmitter batteries. If you want more functionality, then you'll have to, more batteries, more types of batteries, you'll obviously have to look elsewhere. Anyway, let's zoom in and we'll have a closer look and see how this thing works. Right, we have our basic charger and we've got a socket, mini USB socket on the back, which is the 5 volt 2.1 amp. And we just plug that in and put that on the table, just let it settle down, and it will come up with null because there's nothing in it. Now we have our 4 independent slots, and we can put in, as I said, only nickel metal hydride, but either AA or AAA. We can have just 1, we can have 4, and we can have a mixture of AA's and AAA's if we want. And each of these individual slots we can set to either discharge, charge, and with different currents. So it's really versatile. You don't have to have the same setup for all of the batteries that are in there. You can vary each one independently. Now, when we put the battery in, the display will flash, and in that flashing mode is the time where we have to change the mode if we want to, from either charge, refresh or discharge. Once it stopped flashing, we're too late. We have to take the battery back out and put it back in again. So let me just put that in. Display is flashing. We've gone to discharge, refresh or charge. Now I want to charge this, so we'll leave it on charge. We can now alter the current. That was 700 milliamps. This is 1000. We then go to 1500, and you can see minimum of 200. So let's take it back up to 700. And that's essentially it. You've got the display, which once it's charging, you can scroll through the different settings that you've got. Now you've got the, let's just get back to there. We've got 700 milliamps, which is our charging power. We've got the voltage, and we've got the battery capacity that it's put in so far. And we've got the time, how long it's been on charge. Incidentally, when this finishes charging, it goes to a full setting, and they will just sit on trickle charge. Now during the charge cycle, it will actually scroll through some of the settings. We can see here we've got the charge rate, we've got the voltage, and we've got the capacity. And that will just continue scrolling through. And we can add the other batteries now. And as I said, with this end one, look, we could put it onto discharge, we can put it onto refresh, or we can put it on charge, and we could alter the rate of charge as well. So, as I said, it's fully independent on each slot. Now, this has worked seamlessly for me for the last few years without any problems at all. I'm in where I am now, it's 20 degrees and you just get very slightly warm. It's nothing, it doesn't get hot, it's nothing of concern. I have used this in a 40-degree heat when I've been in Thailand, and it does get quite warm, and I used to put a fan on it to keep it cool. But to be honest, in 40 degrees C, everything gets hot, so it's not surprising that that it was kind of struggling with the heat. I think everything struggled with the heat, but a fan on it cooled it down. But in this kind of climate in the UK, it's fine. It doesn't get warm at all, and I'm really pleased with it. Well, as I said, this is a great little charger, and if you're in the market for a charger to do your nickel metal hydrides, maybe like me for your transmitter, or maybe it's for household items like this torch. I mean, I use it not just for my transmitter, my RC transmitter, but also for this torch and various other things. It's a great little charger. It hasn't let me down. It's from Sky RC. I'm not sponsored or affiliated to Sky RC in any way at all. I really believe this is quite a nice little charger that does what it says on the box. So I just thought I'd share that with you folks and let you know my opinion. So if you're interested in a charger, take a look at this one. Might be what you want. Thanks for watching.